2 years ago, I did a review of Alice 19th Volume 1, probably the first 2 chapters, if I remember right. No, first chapter. Anyway, it was a Valentine's Day, and I did it pretty much out of a form of self-pity, and because I really like the manga. So, here we go with part 2. Enjoy. And by the way, look what I found. Okay, recap. Anxiety. Boy meets girl in a rather awkward situation after having saved a rabbit. The rabbit turns out to be a mutant hybrid of girl and bunny, and the little girl runs for her life as a response. Oh, and by the way, you want to see how the bunny responds to this reaction? Boot to the head. So after they get reacquainted, Miyazaki explains that the bracelet she gave Alice possesses the power of courage. Afterwards, Alice heads home before she's greeted by Mayura, who then collapses because remember she's allergic to pet dander, before she conveys that she was rejected by Kyo despite her affectionate advances. And how does Alice choose to handle this? By telling Mayura that everything will be just fine and she should give it another shot. So after Miyazaki reads Alice's mind on her thoughts regarding Kyo, she proceeds to go find him, prompting Alice to chase her and then get lost in the process. In her hopes to see Kyo again, a path is then illuminated in her way as her legs move uncontrollably before she bumps right into him as he states that he's finally found the rabbit. Afterwards, Kyo invites her in, and his aunt proceeds to give her a slice of cake, to which she discovers that Kyo has a knack for baking, and she finds out why he always smells so sweet every day. Yeah, I didn't cover this last time because, well, time crunch. But, apparently, when, Alice was rescued from becoming roadkill, she had apparently commented that something smelled sweet, indicating it to be him. So after Kyo mentions to his aunt that they're just friends, they have a little discussion in which Alice convinces Kyo to make up his mind about Mayura. So after Mayura calls Alice wondering where she is, Kyo asks to speak with her and tells Mayura that he's willing to go out with her, which leaves her to be awfully relieved. He then thanks Alice for helping him make up his mind, which of course leads to her hopes getting shattered. Let's continue. So after she hears the good news, Mayura finds a picture of Kyo in Alice's bedroom. Okay, there are 2 ways I can tackle this. Way number 1, thicken the plot does. Means number 2, so you just finally got the inkling that you and your sister happen to like the same guy. Come on, Mayura. Think! Now let's proceed with the review. So Mayura sets Alice up with this Tetsuya dude because she feels it's necessary. Before, upon seeing Kyo, Alice makes the impulsive decision to go out with this dude. But honestly, I can't be that mad at her. Yeah, as irritating as this can be, namely because we're much from herself, this shy behavior is part of Alice's character arc. She's pretty much like the human version of Fluttershy. Oh, yeah. Moving on. So the next day things get ugly. Tetsuya tries to force himself on Alice. Why? I don't know, sexual frustration. And who all should happen to spot this but Kyo? And how does he react to this? He flips his lid. Now remember, this is only out of defense, not jealousy. He's not like that dude with sparkling pants. So after Mayur prevents Kyo from doing any further damage, later on, her and Alice have a little discussion to which she begins to criticize Alice, which in turn leads Alice to tell her to just piss off, in which she does vanish. Yeah, Mayura just straight up vanishes. Mayura is then found by Kyo, who takes her into his place and apologizes to her because he realizes that he has been paying more attention to Alice instead of focusing on their relationship. This of course leads to her wanting him to kiss her. Ah, youth, where you're driven solely by your hormones. So, after Kyo tells her that it's not so simple for him to express his love for her, they then run to Alice before Mayura gets pissed and disappears yet again. What's with Mayura's disappearing act? Why is it so hard for Kyo to express his feelings to either Alice or Mayura? And what's with this magical bracelet that Alice has? Tune in next time when I decide to review this later this month. As for what I'll be reviewing next time, yeah, we're finally gonna do that.
I was me.